when we're solving two-step equations or the multi-step equations, we see a multiple steps in there. So that's what you have to think in your mind. So we're solving for the letter or the variable, but when we solve these questions, we always look at it. What are the other ways to do it? And also the faster way to do it. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to do these questions if they give you an SAT, how to work with them. Okay. So we're working on a multi-step equations. This one has a parenthesis. Whenever you see parenthesis, your brain should say multiply. Okay, remember that. And also we're solving for the letter, which is a variable. So when you look at this question, first thing in your mind, you're looking at this parenthesis. When I see the parenthesis, your brain is going to say like, let me distribute it. So the distribution goes first. So 17 equal 3 times p is 3p minus 3 times 5, 15 plus 8. Now the second thing is, now I see the one side of the equation, I'm looking at like, do I have any like terms? So the like terms means we talked about the like terms last time. The numbers also, constants are so like terms. So what's a negative 15 plus 8, Avi?
What's negative 7?
There I go. So 3p negative 7, that's 17. But again, now we're solving for the letter, which is the p's right here. I want to keep that, and then the rest everything has to be go. So now it's minus 7 right here. So the opposite of minus 7. Slope, what's the opposite of minus 7?
Positive 7.
Positive 7. You add on the 7 on both sides. Okay, cross this out. So you get 3p, that is 24. And then 3 times what gives you 24? Or you can do the inverse operation of that, which is p is right here, which is times, so it's multiplication there. So the inverse is division. So you divide down both sides. So you get the p equal positive 8. Okay, good work, guys. Good work. So that's the really key in this one. So they're asking for the value of this, but first we're looking from here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simple equation. Let's go do a simple math on this one. Take with 13 on both sides, so you get 2x. That's the 4, and then x is 2. But we're not done yet here. So you use this value, and then you take it up here, right here. And then we're going to plug it in here. So when you put it right here, 3 times 2 plus 1. So that's a 6 plus 1, that's a 7. Okay, so this is the one of the SAT question. I want you guys keep in mind, because you know what happens is like when you do similar questions, and the next time when you see this type of question, your brain is going to tell you, oh yeah, I did this question, so I know how to do it. Okay, that's how it works. Good work. So that's what I'm looking at. It says sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. That's a fact. It's any triangle you take. Doesn't matter what triangle you take. It always gets you 180 degrees. Okay. So from that, I use the fact and then use the equation here. So since these are the angles, when I add all these, I should get 180 degrees. So once I write the equation, let's see any like terms, combine the like terms, you can do that. So this is like term, this is like term, this is like term. And one more thing, guys, the number in front of the sign goes with that number. Okay, because I see some of the kids in my classroom, they confuse with the sign goes to with 4x or the 80. It's always the sign goes with the number right next to it. Okay, so let's combine the like terms, and I'm going to write it down. So obviously this is 120, or take away 80, or you can do this way. So it doesn't matter however you want to do it. So you can get it's plus 40. You get 180. You guys understand that? Because negative 80 plus 60 is negative 20. Negative 20 plus 60 is positive 40. Now once you have that, then we're going to do the inverse operations. Take away 40 on both sides. The same steps. So I'm going to get 4x equal 103. So the x equal, that's 140 divided by 4. What are we going to get? Osha, what do you get?
35.
35. Okay. So the x value is 35. Are we asking for the x value? Yes, that is asking for the x value. Okay. So you guys understand this one, how to do this. Or if you want to know, sometimes what happens, the same question, they extend more. They ask you, what is this angle? Some questions they ask you for just for the x, done. But some of the questions, to confuse you more, they ask you, what is this angle? Then what you need to do, 35 times 4, and then take away 80, then you get the answer for that angle, okay? And that's one thing. Let's say if this question is given to you in SAT, how do I do it? Watch this. So you know the sum is 180, right? So you know 180 is there. And then you know these angles. So what I'm going to do, 180 take away this 60, I get 120. I'm going to take away this 60, I'm going to get 60. And then this is minus 80, so I'm going to add that. That's going to be 140. And then 4x, so it's going to be divided by 4. That's 35. See how fast we did that? This is what you need. Okay, see that one, Bhavishya, I'm bringing another point up here. Since you see this, these two angles are 60 and 60, the other one has to be 62. Okay, the other one has to be 60 because it's an equilateral triangle. So when you have that 60, so simply you can put it 4x minus 80 equals 60 also. That gives you 4x equal 140, and then x is 35. You see that? Math is fun. You can do it different ways. It doesn't matter which way you do it. As long as you follow the math, then you should be good to go. So that's what I like it here. You guys bring it so many different ways to do the same problem. Okay? Good work, guys. Okay.
Can you explain it to me? Because I didn't quite understand it.
Sure. Okay, then I'll go. So the next question is critical thinking. You kind of like think a little bit to answer these questions. We tried this way, and then kind of like I showed you, if this comes in SAT, we did this way, and Bhavishya told like, hey, why don't we do this way? Yeah, it's all of them correctly, okay? As long as you follow the mathematical rules, you're good to go. So same thing in this question, in critical thinking question. Obviously, the question is right here. There are so many ways you can do it. You don't need to distribute first. You can subtract 3 first. And then you can divide by 3. So watch this one. I'm going to show you different ways to do this question. Okay, eyes on the screen, Avi? Okay, pay close attention to it. And we can see the same question could be done in many ways. That's 17. So what I'm going to do, 2m minus 8. I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides. So that gives me 14. And then I'm going to divide, since it's multiplication, right? Whole parenthesis. I'm going to divide it by 2. So m minus 8, and that's 7. Add 8 on both sides. 15. That's one way. Okay? The same question could be done like this. 2m minus 8 plus 3, that's 17. Maybe I can do the distribution first. That's 2m minus 16 plus 3, that's 17. Now I see the like terms in this. Obviously, this and this are the like terms. Maybe I can put them together first. 17. Now add 13 on both sides. So that gives me 30. That is 2m. But 2m means 2 times. The inverse is going to be divided by 2. Oopsie. 2. So the m is 15. You see that? The same question we did it so many different ways. So that's beautiful with the algebra. The same question could be done in different ways. But as long as you follow the procedure, rules, everything is correct. Okay? 3g plus 12, that's 51 of them. Now let's combine the like terms. The like terms are this, this, this. So there are total 3 plus 5 of them. Good work, guys. 5g plus 16, that is 51. Awesome. I'm so happy. Good job, guys. All of you get stars. Good work. Obviously, I need to find 7m minus 5. To get that, I need to know what's m. So if I don't know the m right here, first what I need to do is I need to get the m from this. So one thing I know, 4m minus 3 over 6 is 3. What I can do if you remember the last two classes, whenever you have a divide, to get rid of that, you multiply. Multiply by 6, I can cross this out. So since I multiplied 6 on this side, I need to multiply 6 here too. Okay, good so far. Then what I got is 4m minus 3, that's 18. Then it is easy. Okay, now add 3 on both sides. So that's 4m equal 18 plus 3, that's 21. Then m equals 1 over 4. So whatever you guys think.
Yeah. So where it says,
so you need to take this 6 right here and then take back here. Then only you get the right answer. Because that's one of the things, like, you know, in the test, they see, look at the first one, they give you 6 to confuse you. Whenever you get the kids, a lot of kids, not only, I mean, like when I see my students, when they papers, when they see the 6 here, they choose it right away. They go up here, blah, 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 blah. But that's not the right answer. The question is what's a 7m minus 5? So what you 7 times 6, and whatever you get, take away 5 out of that. Then only you get the right answer. So I want to get the common denominator for every term. So what I need to do is, since I already have 2 here, I don't need to worry about it, but I can put a 2, multiply top and bottom, and then I can multiply bottom. And there are so many ways to do this question, but work on this way, it helps you when you go to the algebra too. So once I have the same denominator for all of them, drop the denominator. So you don't need to write the denominator. All you need to write 9x, and 2 times 18, that is 36, plus 2 times 3, that is 6x, that's 11. Now this question makes so much easier compared to like fractions, scary part. Now we're done with the fractions. Like, pretty much we killed the monster. Now it's just easy ride. Now 6x and 9x, they're like terms. That gives me 15x plus 36 equal 11. Then the rest is the easiest part. Okay, and then you can do that easily. Okay, that's good. And also the next thing is here.
Okay, what's the answer to that?
Oh, I'm just leave it there. It says you can do work on. That's easy stuff. Okay, take away 36 and then divide by 15.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this one, look at it because I want to give you guys the little time out there with the game. So if you look at this one, there's no number here. That means 1 is here. Okay. So now first to distribute this first. Pay attention, please. You can write it down in a minute. So that's negative times 2 is negative 2x. And the negative times positive is negative 7. And then minus 3x equal negative 9. And then here, x plus 6. Okay? This is the important part in this one. The distribution is important. And then you can look at the like terms. You can combine them and just do the math. It makes it easier for you guys. Okay? Yeah. Very good. So a lot of important questions we completed today. And these are all of them are up to the standard and then are basically above the standard of the algebra. So if we were able to do these questions, that means we're way in advance. All right, good work, guys.